All right, we are here in the Naish booth with Noa Hoffman, and we were checking out the new ADX that has just been released. Like, I think last week I saw the video online for it.
Yeah, last week. Yeah, so this is the new 2025 ADX. It's been about a year and a half of development, tackling a lot of the shortcomings of the previous version and adding a lot of things that we thought would make this one of the better wings on the market.
So what sort of changes, performance-wise, happened?
So a lot of changes. I think the most notable would be the canopy. So we reorientated the panels so we could change the warp of the strength of the material to match the load lines of the wing. We also preloaded the leading edge a lot so that when you get the wing, it has a very, very tight canopy. And then over time, when the material kind of sets into where it naturally sits, it will keep pulling and you'll have the same tension. So you won't get the big bagging out effect that a lot of the wings struggle with in the past years. With the extra tension, we were able to put a deeper profile in it. So we changed the profile a lot in the profile flow, moving the profile deeper and then further back, giving the wing more balanced pressure between your hands. So you don't have so much, you don't have to crank it with your back hand, or it's not pulling too far off your front hand. So we really focused on the kind of overall feel and balance of the wing.
Yeah. Well, so you've just been hired by Naish pretty recently and gotten involved. Where are you based in your R&D from?
I am based in Maui currently. I grew up on Oahu and then did some time in Eastern Washington, so been everywhere. My background's in mechanical engineering and it's my first job out of school, so got to get into the best job imaginable. Yeah, super stoked on working for Naish and making some of the coolest stuff.
Well, that's sweet. Congratulations on the new role.
Thank you.
These windows are a new shape, smaller squares?
Yeah.
Did that make a big difference to the performance, or is it more a cosmetic?
It's both. So yeah, we changed the window layout, not only to be easier to see. The wing rides a little bit differently than it did before. On the previous ADX, it kind of came out towards the wingtip. This one, it rides a bit more vertical. So we needed the windows to kind of align along the strut. It also kind of helped with the bigger panels in the middle sections here. With the first versions we had a window still going into the wingtip, and it would pull kind of a weird load line across the window. So keeping them close and tight to the strut really helped make sure that you have this even canopy tension throughout the whole thing.
I don't think we call those good size and really look fun.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, we're here in the Naish booth with Noa Hoffman, who helped design the Naish Hover, the new mid-length board that you guys have come out with. Maybe you want to tell us a little bit about this board in specific and then how it fits into the whole lineup.
Okay, yeah, so the boards, the downwind crossover, we wanted to make like a crossover between a wing foil light wind mid-length board and a stand-up paddle downwind board. The idea was to kind of keep the narrower outline compared to a lot of brands. So it was really influenced from our previous downwind range, but also making it a bit more accessible for the winging. Adding the inserts in so you can ride it with straps, helping you get up even easier in light wind. And then, just all the bells and whistles.
Yeah. So what's the biggest size that comes in?
This comes in 145 is the biggest size, and it steps down in 20 liter increments. So 145, 125, 105, and then 85.
So could a beginner use the 145 and have that as their first board?
Of course, yeah. It's a great board. We have a lot of our importers actually in our shops teaching on the 145, the first samples of them. So.
Maybe just plop it in, take a look.
Of course.
Whole shape on the board.
So, yeah, like I was saying, it was built a lot off of the downwind board. So you see the chime rails, and then also incorporating a lot of the wing features. So we have our rolled double W concave in the nose, which helps kind of skip off the water when you touch down with speed. And then, we wanted to maximize the water line, so making it so if you're in light wind, you can use this rail that's running from nose to tail to edge upwind. A lot of other brands I've seen, they have a break in the rail, or they do a cut in the tail, and we found that using this hard edge all the way through really helps you edge upwind and create pressure in your wing to get up and go.
Yeah, cool. Are there any drawbacks to in the lighter winds not being on the bigger downwind board, or did you find you could get everything into this shorter shape?
I think it depends on how you're riding. I think if you're riding with more power in the wing and you're not doing too much pumping, then you might have an easier time on the regular downwind boards, but then you lose a little bit of maneuverability once you get up on foil. For anyone who's like moving their wing a bunch, or even a little bit when they're getting up, the mid-lengths get you up just as easy. They have a little bit less surface area, so you don't stick as much, and then it's also,
Okay, cool.
easy to get up and go.
Then you've got the Chimera boards here.
Yeah, the Chimeras are our prone foil, toe foil, wing foil crossover. The design behind this one was to kind of create a one board quiver for those people like myself who do all the sports. So you don't have to buy a wing foil board and a prone board, and you can kind of do everything. So same concept as the hover downwind crossover with the long rail line from top to bottom. The bevels on these boards are a lot more flat because we didn't want them to feel too like grabby when you touch down and hit the whitewater surfing. Super pulled in the tail, just to make sure that when you do your bottom turns, you're not clipping any water and throwing you off your balance. The size of these ones are 4.2, 4.6, 4.10, and 5.8. There's a big jump between the 4.10 and the 5.8, and for me, what I've been riding recently is only the 5.8. At first I was a 4.6 person and it's like super prone oriented and trying to do freestyle, and then now I'm like only on the 5.8. It's so easy to get up. Yeah, it's my favorite board ever. I brought one here all the way from Hawaii, even though I knew there was boards here.
Yeah, sweet.
So make sure I could ride it.
Cool, thanks for showing us the lot.
Yeah, of course.
All right, cool. Good.